What's up, guys? Andy here. Thank you so much for clicking on and watching our podcast. This podcast was actually one we had in the vault a little bit. So here is a special edition video back at you guys. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing, and enjoy this episode of Real Awkward. Bye.
Hi and welcome to Real Awkward. I'm
normally
Andy Case.
clip me.
Welcome to Real Awkward.
People don't like it when we're weird in the intro.
Yeah, apparently you sons of bitches click off when you hear Limp Bizkit.
Now they're gonna.
Howdy ho! Welcome to Real Awkward. I'm Andy Case.
I'm Amanda Knickerbocker.
And welcome to the best damn podcast you ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
At least today. Hopefully it's the only one they heard. And then they're like, he's not wrong.
Until I hear something else.
Like, oh, this one's way better. Click off. How have you been since I talked to you last?
Oh, fine.
Oh, good. Good talk.
You know,
Great.
about the same as always.
Seen any good movies lately?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
In
kind
fact,
of the same way.
I have not.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to the theater since you and I talked about 1917.
Yeah, the last
Yeah.
movie I saw was Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Go see a Star Wars.
Go see Star Wars.
No, I want to see Onward, the new Disney Pixar movie.
It's not out till Friday.
No.
Right? When's it
It's
out?
out like the 8th or something like that.
It's out soon.
March 8th.
out
6th or 8th.
6th.
Okay. So, I think that'll be we ask somebody to watch the baby so we can go see it.
I saw the coolest. Not that I guess it's not even that cool. I saw this graphic that showed popularity of Pixar movies by sales that people actually cared about.
Okay.
And apparently, the worst of them is Cars as a franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So out of all of the Pixar movies,
Yes.
Cars as a franchise was the worst. Now, Cars, though, in general, the first one, which I
Yes.
thought was good, it still ranks low compared to many others.
Yes.
And
But
is it because Owen Wilson? Is that
it's because of
why?
fucking Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
But
Toe Mater.
the first I don't care for Cars, but the first one's not bad. Like
Right.
it's a well done movie.
Right.
But like the second one was, and then the third one was fine.
I did not see the third one. I did not see the I might have seen the second one, maybe a little bit, but the third one, no. No. And that's the worst out of all of them.
The third one?
Third one is like super low.
Well,
I think people were just like 3.
I think a lot of
That's
people.
good.
It came out really
Yeah.
far after, and I think a lot of people were like, "I'm done." But Cars Land and Disney California Adventure is incredible.
Well, that's what I thought was funny because that's the first thing we talked about. We were like, oh, it ranks lowest on the
Yeah.
list as a franchise, but they built a land based on it.
But
So
I think Cars.
they didn't build a Wally land. They didn't build
No, I
a
don't like
Upland.
I don't like Up.
And those are better ranked movies for popularity than
That's
Cars.
interesting to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because they're so. You can still find Cars stuff.
But Cars was also early, right? Like, I mean, top or first 6 films that Pixar did. Cars was one of those, correct? I think.
Maybe.
Maybe. So, and our producer can verify that, but I don't remember if that was
I don't know.
like when it landed.
2006.
I was gonna
See,
say.
so
I
it's
feel
been 15 years,
Yeah.
close to 15 years from it. But anyway, I just thought it was really interesting to find out like what did well and what didn't, because I always thought Pixar, no matter what, it was just people went and saw Pixar movies.
Right. I want to say like.
Yeah.
I wonder, on a scale of most successful to least successful,
Yeah.
the ones that are least successful still probably made a crazy amount of money.
Yeah, I know it's relative.
I think what
right?
Good Dinosaur probably made the least.
No.
What?
Cars 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You just
Cars
said
3, yeah, but no, the Good Dinosaur is actually higher up than some others. So I'll find the graphic and I'll put it up.
Sure.
When I edit it, but it was interesting just to see.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I didn't see any movies, but Ash went and saw Sonic,
Yes.
and she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Tell
I thought
me.
it was
Tell
good.
us.
What's your quick review on it?
I thought, okay, first of all, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like classic Jim Carrey, like goofy
Shit.
ass, but not like crazy. Like in real life now, he is crazy. Like he's bonkers. Like, but it was just like classic Jim Carrey, which was nice.
Yeah.
I gotta see it.
But I thought, like, for a PG movie, it was entertaining, but not, like, over the top, and not, like, I wasn't rolling my eyes.
Wasn't stupid.
It
wasn't
wasn't
campy.
stupid. It wasn't
Yeah,
campy.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like, James Marsden can definitely be campy and, like, a little, like,
Yeah, he has his
too
moments.
character-like.
That's when he's
Yeah.
when in
Yeah.
X-Men when he like flips Wolverine off. That was funny.
Yeah. So I thought that was,
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't, like, funny parts, I would say. Like, there was nothing that made me laugh out loud, really.
Sure.
But it was entertaining.
But it's entertaining.
But I also think that, like, I don't know enough about Sonic and the franchise and, like, the history of him to, like, know the little nuances and stuff.
Yeah, the
'Cause,
first
like,
thing
already,
I asked her, I go.
yeah,
what
Andy
did I-
asked
yeah.
me if he ate a
Chili
dog.
dog? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna be like, he
And
has
she-
to.
Spoiler.
Yeah, and she goes, spoiler, Sonic eats a chili dog.
I would assume he did. So
So out of video game movies,
this one I think is Detective Pikachu was
oh,
the highest
that's
grossing
right. I didn't even think about that.
video game movie,
Pikachu,
which
yeah,
was good.
yeah.
And then I think this has dethroned it.
Well, I mean, first time I'm assuming a video game movie 2 weeks in a row
Was
won
the
the
number one
box
movie.
office. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think, but I will say, I'm happy to see that it's a good movie.
Yeah.
For all the shit that
Yeah,
people gave
it
it,
was it was
for
a
all the extra time and
long
effort they
road.
put into it, I feel like it was worth it for them
Yeah.
to do it because I know now they're talking about a sequel.
Right.
So
Right.
and it kind of proves like video game movies can be good
Mm-hmm.
because timeline, traditionally speaking, video game movies are garbage.
Yeah, there's some bad ones.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter.
Super Mario.
Super
Like-
Mario. Yeah, where the Goombas are like lizard.
They have
Men.
like teeny heads, and then
Yeah, it's
like
really bad.
like the Toad and like all of like the King of the Mushroom
Yeah.
Kingdom. They're like a fungus,
Yeah, it's
and then Yoshi's
not
like a
good.
weird little dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
and Mario and Luigi don't look like Mario or Luigi.
Well, and then apparently their last name is Mario as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, Mario
and Luigi Mario. So
That-
Well, logically,
so-
because they're the Mario brothers.
right.
Now, was that the first video game movie that like was big enough that people remember?
Maybe.
I'm
I don't
thinking
know.
that it is, right? Because
I believe so.
OG Mario from the Nintendo.
Yes.
It was only probably a couple years because it was either early 90s or late 80s when that movie was made, right?
90s, early 90s.
It was 90, like a
I guess-
91.
I guess Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were like drunk the whole time because they
I-
knew that movie was trash.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Well, but
Bob
then-
Hoskins passed away, didn't he?
I think so. He's been for a while.
Man.
But I mean, if
Yeah.
you think about it, okay, so then you go, like, so okay, so you have Super Mario, and then you have Street Fighter, which, for what it's worth, Raul Julia's performance in the Street Fighter movie is incredible. He M. Bison.
Really? I thought he was dog shit.
I love it.
No, dude, he's like, that is not M. Bison. M.
Well-
Bison is like a brooding, like.
I also love the Addams Family,
Like
so-
ripped. Like, no, this is an Italian man
No, I
who
love
is acting
him.
like M. Bison, and some of the stuff, the lines are hokey, and but
Aw.
also at the same time, dude, you've got
He
Jean-Claude
took that
Van
role for his
Damme.
kids. He,
dude,
like,
which is cool, but that's not who M. Bison should have been.
whatever, I liked
M.
it.
Bison should have been like less personality.
mad about it.
All I can picture is M. Bison from, like, Pete Holmes skits.
Oh, yeah, that was even a better M. Bison, in my opinion.
What about my
M-
Klaus?
And M. Bison. So okay, here is this is just segue because I'm nerdy about these game things. So when Street Fighter was created, there was 4 villains,
'Kay.
like that as your bosses, like that you would beat at
Got
the
it.
end of the level. Okay, so one was Vega,
Okay.
one was M. Bison,
'Kay.
one was Sagat, and one was Balrog.
Okay.
Okay, the names they switched around due to copyright claims and issues with licensing or look-alike. So Balrog is Mike Tyson.
Oh.
So it was
M. Bison.
It was M. Tyson is what his name was.
Oh.
So instead, they changed it to M. Bison and
Sure.
moved the name from Balrog to Vega.
Okay.
Vega was actually M. Bison. That was his name.
That wouldn't have been a bad name for him.
Right. Vega is like a bad guy.
Yeah, that's a bad guy
So
name.
then they just moved Vega to the Claw guy, which I
Yeah.
don't remember what his name was before. Or they switched Vega or they switched Sagat
Sure.
and whatever.
Sure.
So anyway, it's really funny just to know that, like,
That's
you
interesting.
know,
I didn't know that.
you can't use my name, guys.
No.
Like, don't do it.
Well, so I mean, in
Yeah.
the realm of video game movies, like you have some that maybe make some money, but then if you think about like Uebol movies, like he did
Ooey Bowl? Is it
whatever, I don't know how to
Uwe
pronounce it. I'm probably Ooey.
Ooey,
He did like
ooey.
Dead or Alive,
Yeah.
and he did Alone in the Dark.
Oh, wait. Video game movies?
Yeah.
Okay, I have not seen Alone in the Dark.
Oh, it's bad.
I can
I
imagine
love
it's
Christian
bad.
Slater. It's bad.
Okay, I did not realize
got
that
Tara
was a
Reid.
video game movie. Dear Lord.
Yeah, it's
Well,
bad.
there's been a slew of them
Yes.
talking about Street Fighter and Mario.
Yes.
Was Mortal Kombat in that early realm then too? Mortal
I think
Kombat
it was like
was
the first half of the 90s.
95?
Technically, Mortal Kombat was a movie that made money.
No, Mortal Kombat was great. That's why they made a second one.
But it's hard to look at that movie now and be like, wow, what a treasure.
It
like,
is my-
let's make a sequel.
Mortal Kombat's my guilty pleasure.
I
Like,
love
that
it.
movie is amazing.
I love that movie.
Robin. Oh, I feel so bad not knowing his name. There's the actor that played Liu Kang. Robin. I don't remember. Anyway, there's nobody else that could have played Liu Kang better.
I agree.
Like, he was such a great Liu Kang. The actor that originally played Johnny Cage was fantastic in it.
Yes.
Sonia Bridget Wilson, she did great too.
Yeah.
You know, she was kind of popular. She had been in Adam Sandler and like as the teacher. You want
Yes,
some of this milk?
yes.
That will never be our milk.
I know.
And then the janitor walks by and he goes, "I'd rather have a beer." Do you not know that movie? God, it's the mullet.
No, I just don't care for Adam Sandler, so
Oh, sad. What did you?
Anyway.
Did you just look it up?
Robin Shue.
Robin Shue. There you
Mm.
go. So anyway, I guess they greenlit and pushed the second one way too fast,
It was
and that's
bad.
why it went garbage. But that was like 1990. No, Mortal Kombat was 97.
sure.
I'm pretty sure it was like late 90s. So that's a big difference between Mario and Mortal Kombat.
Sure. Well, but then you have like they made Hitman.
Oh, that was with Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. And then they made a second one. It was with somebody else, but that movie was bad.
Ugh. Yeah, they've pushed a lot of that stuff out before.
Yeah.
What did you think about the new Tomb Raider?
It was fine.
It was more based on
The newer games.
ones.
I
yeah,
kind of like the old
with
ones.
her.
I kind of like the old movies with Angelina Jolie. I know they're trash.
Yeah.
But I like them.
Well, she's at that moment.
She was Lara Croft.
It seemed
It was
like she was a
perfect.
great person to cast as Lara Croft.
I thought it worked.
But she had to fake her foreign accent.
Oh, it was
right?
bad.
Yeah,
It was bad.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't terrible. There's been people that were way worse
Yeah.
than that. I feel like I'm missing like early '90s video game movies that were
Probably.
also created because even Tomb Raider was 2000.
Yeah.
Right, ish. I don't think it was in the '90s. I think it was in the early 2000s. Because they did.
I don't know.
They're
I'm sure we're
they're-
missing some.
Well, they're filming Uncharted now.
So okay,
Yes.
so actually with Uncharted,
Yeah.
that I love Uncharted, and so when I heard that they were going to be doing a movie,
Yeah.
I was kind of jazzed about it. But so that movie has been in like development hell
Oh,
for so
forever.
long. Mark Wahlberg was originally slated to be Drake.
I think he's better.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But the movie has now been in limbo for so long. Now Tom Holland's going to be Drake, and Mark Wahlberg is going to be Sully.
See, but it just, I mean, I get
That doesn't work for me.
I
but
get
it's
that Mark Wahlberg's old, but he's not that old.
He's not
Like,
that
he
old.
would play a better Drake. And I mean, unless
gonna
they're
be
going
more of an
really-
origin story.
Okay.
but
I love Tom Holland, but he's Spider-Man, and he's still gangly and little, and
they're gonna have to bulk him up, I guess.
I
But
mean, Nathan Drake just looks
he's not
more
like
like a
Jack.
man, I guess, when I think about a man.
yeah, but
Nothing
see,
against Tom Holland. I know you're a man.
I always yeah.
Yeah.
In the games, I always thought Sully was Bruce Campbell.
That'd be perfect.
So for me, I'm
Yeah.
like Bruce Campbell or nothing.
Yeah.
Like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's rough, man. I'm not happy about casting, but I'm also that way about Robert Pattinson as Batman. Like, I'm not on the
Yeah.
Pattinson wagon. Like, and so there are certain actors that are portrayed or cleaned up.
Yeah. I know.
to like put in these roles, and I buy it sometimes, but yeah.
I will say, I'm a huge fan of the Uncharted series, even though sometimes there's some weird shit. But
Only in the first one. First one had aliens.
weirdo monsters,
Had
I liked it. I liked
alien
it.
creatures. All the other ones, it was like set in reality that
Yeah.
they could really be there. Yeah.
I'll probably see it because I really like that series and I like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I was reading a thing online actually the other day. There's like a handful of video game movies coming out in the next few years.
Oh, is that is the 20s gonna be? Isn't that crazy? We're in
I
the
think
20s.
so. Well, so I mean, obviously, like
20s will be the video
Resident
game.
Evil was
Well, that's
a
been going on
hugely
since
popular.
the 90s.
Well, now I guess there's going to be a Netflix series.
Okay, that's different. I feel like when Netflix produces stuff, is it a movie or no? It's a
From
series.
what
You
I
just said
understand,
series.
it's a series.
Which is, I think I'm cool with that because they can flesh out storylines and things better
Yeah.
than a movie. You get 2 hours to tell your story.
Well, and the movies never followed the video games, so I'd be curious if they're just going to tell
right?
like zombie stories.
Her name was Alice, and she was a
Yes.
new character.
Yeah.
That was like thrust into the world of Resident Evil.
And I didn't
So
hate
things
that.
happened that came from Resident Evil, like
Yes.
the Red Queen, the little girl, like the system
and
that
Nemesis
ran.
and stuff.
Yeah, and so that
Yeah.
type of stuff was all in there.
Yes.
But you're right. And then she interacted with real Resident Evil
Yes.
characters.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Chris Redfield, though, he was
the guy from
the guy from Prison Break. Yeah, Wentworth
where
Miller.
he looks more like David Boreanaz. Like,
Yeah,
that's what they needed to
yeah.
have. But so I don't know, those movies as a whole, like I like the first two.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they kind of like
well, I felt like it came back around. There was like another one that I enjoyed a lot too, and I don't remember when it was. It was not Apocalypse. Maybe it was the one where she's like in the dust in the desert the whole time.
Extinction. That's
maybe it was
number 3.
Extinction. Oh, really? So maybe I need to go back and watch them because it's been a long time.
That was not bad either.
But yes, but they have progressively gotten worse.
Yes.
Especially when they were trying to follow Resident Evil 4 and 5.
Then they're like, well, we're gonna come back.
Yeah.
So those
Bring it
movies,
back.
I think, as far as I understand this, that movie series is finished.
Don't
The
they have
movie,
one more?
Maybe. I don't know. I have lost track.
Maybe they don't. Yeah.
But I
okay.
know that they're going to do a TV show. They're also making a Devil May Cry movie.
Okay. Number one.
I
it
know
took
you
me-
like Devil May
No.
Cry.
It took me a while to like register what you just said.
I was gonna say it looked like you were processing.
That's amazing. I would
So I'm
love.
curious.
I would love that, but
I think they would have a really hard time making it.
Okay, casting number one. It's so sensational. Like
Yes.
the gameplay.
Yes.
And the character. Like for you to be a
Dante.
guy that rolls in with 2 guns, a trench
Yeah.
coat, and like a bob cut or what I don't know what they're called. Like
Yeah.
with like swooping silver hair or
Yeah.
whatever, and you're just maybe you'd get into it, but nothing's far fetched anymore in Hollywood,
No.
right?
Everything's on a green screen anyway.
I'm actually looking at some of the games that I have over here,
Yeah.
and Tekken. Did you ever watch Tekken the movie?
No.
Those were terrible. Street Fighter made a sequel,
Yes.
which had the guy from American Pie in it, who played Charlie.
Oh.
Jason Biggs,
No. One of his friends. Remember,
Weird.
there's 4 guys. There's
Sean William Scott.
No. That's 2 guys. Then there's 2 others. The guy that played Rookie of the
name
Year,
everyone.
I was gonna be like Rookie of the Year.
and then the other guy,
Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Chris Klein.
Chris Klein.
Oh,
and,
that's
and it
right.
was bad, dude. And Vega was in it, and he like had too big of a mask, and his claws were oversized, and he
Yeah.
looked like he just bought his costume at Party City,
Probably did.
and rolled in on set and like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
roll, stab.
And they are making a new Mortal Kombat movie.
Which I am completely for. I think that they know how much the series fan base is there and wants something good. In fact, Mortal Kombat Legacy,
I was about to say.
which is
It's on
how
YouTube.
I think
Watch
this is how
it.
they got funding because isn't it the same director?
I'm not sure.
I thought
Mortal
James
Kombat
Wan
Legacy
did this.
Is so good.
It's such an awesome series, and it was funded solely by them.
Yes.
Right. So that's big news
So Mortal Kombat.
that they're
so
making.
I'm excited for that. Because I'm
that's
a huge
awesome.
fan of Mortal Kombat.
So when's the new Mortal Kombat movie? Is it in production now?
I believe so. I think from what I understood, it just kind of said like this is being made. So I mean, I would assume in the next
Yeah.
few years,
Okay.
a lot of this stuff will
Okay.
be coming out.
Yeah.
I know that a Rainbow Six movie is kind of in the works.
I guess I would get it, but they've also done so many Tom Clancy stories.
And I think that's why,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the Tom Clancy,
Isn't
John
Jack,
Krasinski thing.
Is
that's,
that
Jack
Tom,
Ryan.
Yeah, is
Jack
that
Ryan.
Is that
It's-
Tom Clancy stuff?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
okay.
Amazon Prime one.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's very popular.
Well, John Krasinski's a great actor.
Yeah, and who knew he could be like an action guy?
That he moved from Jim.
Who knew
in
Jim
The
could be an
Office?
action guy?
Yes, right. No, he's done really good. Oh, we forgot Doom.
I love Doom.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw you off the
No.
track, but that's another guilty pleasure. Doom was.
I like
I
Doom.
think that's a fantastic movie.
I think it's good.
Did either of you ever watch the Assassin's Creed movie?
That was bad.
Oh, but see, it has Michael Fassbender, who's like, he's great, but was that one where he knew it was going to be dog shit too?
It
so.
was. I really had high hopes for Assassin's Creed. I
Did
thought.
you see it?
Yes.
Oh, see, I never saw it. So
I watched it. I like the Assassin's Creed games, and so
Yeah.
I watched it, and I like Michael Fassbender, so I was like, "How can we go wrong?"
And?
It went wrong.
I figured.
It just was like it
figured-
was just kind of like
I didn't hear anything
going
good.
through the motions. It's over.
Is it just what you expected when you watched it? You're like, oh, okay, yeah. So they basically just told that story, and there you
Yeah, and they had him like the animus and like him
Yeah.
being a person going back in time. It was more of like it wasn't like the underground like we're doing this
I
to
feel like
find
it was
out
dead
about
on
my
arrival,
ancestors.
though.
I think it was. It was. It. Nobody was really excited for it.
Yeah.
It just kind of came in and then immediately fizzled out.
Did you already talk about Dead or Alive?
Very, very briefly.
Dead or Alive with Jamie King.
That movie was awful.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as Tekken,
Yeah.
where they made any fighting game movie that's been
Sure.
turned in has not been successful except for the first Mortal Kombat, as far as I
Fair.
know. I'm a fighting game fan, and I'm racking my brain over other fighting
I don't
games.
think so.
They never did like a Bloody Roar movie. They never did Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear movie. None of those. So,
No.
but also they've never done a Metroid or a Zelda or
No. So okay.
yeah.
So,
'Cause those would be awesome.
I could only see because Breath of the Wild has been insanely popular for
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
I could only see them making a Legend of Zelda movie.
There's been so many fan films because people want it,
Yes,
but Nintendo is probably notoriously difficult to work with.
I imagine.
Probably, Disney somehow didn't screw up Marvel movies
Yeah.
when they bought it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But Nintendo allowing someone to make live action of their films, you got Mario Brothers, and it turned out.
I think that's why they're very
Terrible.
protective of their
But
products.
that's still 30 years ago?
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
apparently in 2022,
Yeah.
an animated Super Mario Brothers movie is going to be coming out.
Which Nintendo probably feels more comfortable with because then they're not live action,
Sure.
which makes sense.
But honestly,
What's the story? Is Princess Peach going to get captured?
probably by Bowser. Honestly,
So long, gay
I mean,
Bowser.
going
Oh, big
from
Bowser. Sorry.
going from Super Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
I would watch a movie of Super Mario Odyssey all day.
Oh, that would be great.
That's what I mean.
I would love that. But if it was live action, I couldn't handle
No,
it.
no,
If
it
an actual man was jumping on clouds.
Oh, it'd be weird. But if it was that
Yeah,
animation
no,
style,
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome.
Yeah, no, that would be really good. That is
I-
awesome.
I know that they're also making. There's two other ones I have in my brain. They're making a Minecraft movie, which who fucking cares?
How? Is it animated?
I'm
That makes sense.
Sure.
If you did live action.
But here's my thing. I feel like it would have to be kind of like the Lego movie.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I think it could
then
be popular.
well, it will be just because kids will want to see it.
John's playing Minecraft again, so he'd probably watch
No,
it.
John.
He plays it with his coworker.
John, no, that's weird.
Well, he likes Minecraft.
No, I'm sorry. I'm judging.
Why?
I can't handle it.
You play fighting games all day.
Yeah, but it's way cooler than Minecraft.
Whatever.
It's an
Don't
age
care.
thing. It's an age thing. John's younger than me. So it makes sense that
Everything's an age thing with me.
Yeah. I know it
so
is.
it makes sense that he would want to play Minecraft. I've gotten
plays it
into
with
it.
his coworker.
I do not enjoy it.
Whatever.
I do not enjoy it.
And then one I'm really excited for. They're making a Borderlands movie, and Eli Roth is set to direct it.
Oh, so it's going to be like crazy / horror.
Well, but Eli Roth- but-
post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Borderlands is not a horror game.
No, it's not. It's just like elements are very like, it's post-apocalyptic,
Yes.
like monster-y
It's,
people.
but
I
it's
mean,
it's very like extreme.
it's like
um,
The Hills Have Eyes. Okay, I'm talking
No.
about like the aesthetic.
It's like Mad Maxy kind of.
Okay, that's a way better description
Yeah,
than
welcome.
The Hills Have Eyes.
I'm really really excited.
Yeah.
Eli Roth, a lot of his movies are a lot, but I think
Yeah.
he's a really good director, and I'm a huge Borderlands fan. So, to me, I would love it if it would. Did you ever watch A Scanner Darkly with Robert Downey Jr. years and years ago?
Yes, I
It was
did.
like cell shaded.
It was, yeah, I thought they actually drew over each frame.
They did.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love it if
they did it
if that
that
movie
way.
was cell shaded.
Yeah.
Because the
That would be
art
cool.
style in Borderlands is so distinct
Yeah.
that I feel like if it was live action, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be right.
Yeah.
Or if it was all just computer generated, it'd be fine. But like, I feel like if they did kind of like the cell shading live action, I think it would
Yeah.
be really, really cool.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I didn't think a Lego movie would work, and then I've
Oh
loved
my
them.
god, I love the Lego movies.
So it's like
and
you-
Lego Batman.
Yeah, you could do really cool. That's one of the best, man.
Oh my
That's so great.
I'm trying to think of other.
Did you have others that you researched recently too?
Just those?
Yeah,
And I don't have that much research.
I'm still looking at the games because I know there was way more things that were created. Okay, missed opportunities for sure. Okay, so
Oh, and they're making a Halo movie.
there you
apparently.
go. I was about to say that, but the ship has sailed, man. I'm sorry.
agree.
If you were gonna do it, you needed to do it after Halo 2. Everyone's stoked about it. It's fantastic.
It needed
was
to
the
come out
best
like
game.
8 years ago.
Yes, and they made an animated movie. They
Yes.
also made animated.
There was a live action YouTube thing.
Yes, and so
Apparently, it was great.
you got there, but they never went full Hollywood production, and it would have been an awesome story
Yes.
to tell. People would have dug it, but that's sometimes why movies and games are separated, because a game is told better in that medium
Yes.
than Hollywood, and Halo might be one of those.
Yeah, and that is to me like kind of like the idea of like one thing will be told better in a medium. Like
Yeah.
I worry a little bit about like Legend of Zelda. Like Halo, I feel like the story is just so large.
Yeah.
It seemed like with like if they ever made like a real Mass Effect movie, because like
Oh,
there's
it's
there's
so
always
much.
talk about
It's
making a
so
Mass Effect
much,
movie.
yeah.
I feel like nobody would ever be satisfied.
Oh, especially if you went on every side mission,
Right.
side quest, and like because you'd want all of these little
People would be like, well, what about this?
yeah nuances and stuff in it.
Same thing with the Legend of Zelda. I feel like
Yeah.
you would either have to make an older video game into a movie,
Yeah.
or you'd have to tell your own story. But I
Which
worry
would upset
that
fans anyway.
that 2 hours wouldn't be long enough.
No.
Like,
I'd love
Breath
to
of the Wild
see.
is like a 40-hour game.
I would love to see Halo be done right. If they're actually making one, cool.
Sure.
I also feel like they
I know.
could
I'm
do.
looking at all your games. Like,
they-
what?
th-
Oh, Prince of Persia was garbage.
Oh,
Jake Gyllenhaal
wish
was
I could
supposed to
quit
play
you.
someone from the Middle East.
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, and he like got ripped for the movie too, so it was a
He
really
looked like he was in a fake muscle suit.
yeah, it was weird. It was him, but it was weird. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal as Prince of Persia.
He
See,
looked
all of those,
weird.
they all fall flat, and I don't know if it's marketing or people from the gaming community is just like, you're gonna f up that movie, and I love
Yeah.
that game. So they like boycott it, or it's just not great in the first place. They also did a Final Fantasy.
Oh, they've done a
movie.
couple of like computer generated.
Well, and it was epic. I thought the one they did
that came to theaters.
yeah, that one. That was before our eyes were trained, but we thought that looked real. Do you
Oh,
remember
sure.
that? Advent Children,
Yes.
right? And then they made another one after that too.
Oh, they made a Need for Speed movie.
Oh, does that have?
Jesse Pink, the guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, from Breaking
Aaron
Bad.
Something.
I knew that they were gonna make a racing movie,
Yeah.
but I figured if they were gonna make a racing movie, they would have made something like Gran Turismo or Forza or. Well, no, I mean Need for Speed has been out
It's a
for
pretty-
a long time.
it's a pretty
It was
popular
originally
game.
PC, right?
I
Some
don't
of its
know.
first ones.
I don't know.
They could make a Crash. They just made Sonic. They could make a Crash movie.
Yeah.
I mean, with
guess.
Sonic, he came into the real world somehow.
Yeah.
But Crash would probably have to be animated.
Yes.
They made Angry Birds the movie.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't hate it.
It's not.
I watched it with
terrible,
my
right?
niece a couple times.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah,
They
sure,
made
sure.
2 of
Yeah,
them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry,
it's
if you
funny.
could make a mobile game into a halfway decent movie that
I
gets
know.
a sequel.
So then, how in the world can you not get
How can you not?
Street Fighter right or
Yeah.
any of those that have so much content, and that might be it. There's too much content.
Yeah.
Because of how many games have came out that
Well,
fans
Angry
aren't
Birds,
happy.
you could literally just be like, the birds, they're angry. Let's
Yeah,
work with it.
Yeah, they hate pigs. Let's go.
Yeah, like that. I feel like it's vague enough that you could play with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Do you want them to make a movie out of any game that you enjoy right now?
Oh,
That
man.
you wish they could make one out of?
I don't know.
What?
I think a Bioshock movie would be really cool.
Oh
That
my
would
God,
be good.
I would love a Bioshock
would be
movie.
really good.
That'd be so.
That's one of Ashley's favorite games too, and she's not a gamer.
I know
so,
you love God of War too.
they're in talks.
I feel like that
but
would be hard
boy.
to do it. There are certain games I feel like it'd be hard to do it right, but then I feel like those bigger games, you'd end up. This is going to be a series. This is going to be a series. This is going to be a series.
Now that they've done this new, now that they've done this new God of War game on PS4,
Yeah.
it can't be told the way they do it in a
Movie.
film.
Yeah.
Because it's interactive and immersive in a way that a movie can't do for you unless James Cameron does it 10 years from now and has new technology to like throw you into the movie.
Sure.
But you feel in control of Kratos as things are happening, and that's what gives you that feel of enjoyment. Where in a movie, it's a visceral experience. You're just watching it.
I will say that because I'm still playing The Witcher because the game's huge.
Oh yeah. The transition to Netflix, right?
Yeah, but now that I'm playing the game, I love that series even more.
You love the Netflix series more.
I loved the Netflix series.
See, I've tried to play Witcher 3 and I've never played the other two.
I had never really delved. I'm playing The Witcher 3,
But I played
and
it for like an hour.
love it.
I haven't gone that far. So
But did you like Skyrim?
No,
Did you like?
in
but,
fact, John had me try Skyrim,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it's taking too long for something to happen. And it's my problem with RPGs, though, right?
Right.
So it's a slow burn, and I don't like my life slow. Like I
I-
always am doing something new
Yeah.
and different, and
it moves a little faster than Skyrim for
Yeah.
me, but it's a slow burner, and you don't
Yeah.
like that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I think Bioshock would be an incredible movie, like you said, Ashley. I think that would be incredible. I don't know. I think for me, like a lot of the games that I play, like either it wouldn't be able to really be a movie,
Yeah.
or
Like what?
like they're just longer games that
Sure.
wouldn't really work as a movie. It would have to be
I'm-
like a series.
I would say like Call of Duty. That's like that's been done
Boring.
so many times before.
Or these like the longer games you talk about, it just needs to be like the same character and setting but a different storyline.
I don't disagree.
Sure. You could do. I was just looking at that game with the NBA Jam, the movie.
That's called Hoop Dreams.
It's just like where the ball catches on fire and all the basketball.
heating up.
And all the basketball players like flying across the screen. That'd be epic. And it's just 2-on-2.
I love it.
I would love that type of stuff too.
don't know.
Yeah.
I
See, there's the problem is you have live action and then you have animated films, and they made Ratchet and Clank, the movie.
I watched that. It
The
was
movie
fine.
based on the game that's based on the movie, right? Or the game based on the movie that's based on the game, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it was, but I'm curious if that was any good. I never watched.
I watched
that
one of them and it was okay. Okay, so I played it not too long ago. You're gonna have to tell me the name of it. Number one, like The Last of Us would be an incredible
It would be great.
movie.
I think that's a stair step where there's nothing else to do but make
Yes,
a movie
the
off
one
of that.
I think it was Legion, where it's it was a piece of shit game because they focused only really on like the story.
Yeah.
It's late 1800s, early 1900s. You're in Europe. It's Nikola Tesla, and you are with other people, and you're like using like these crazy weapons to fight like Nazi monster things.
Wolfenstein?
No, which that would be a great movie
Yeah,
too.
that would be good. That one would be fun.
I think it's the Legion. It was like
I remember the Legion movie, but that wasn't.
No, it wasn't a movie.
That was Paul Bettany and
no. It's
Oh.
not a movie. It was a PS4 game.
called Legion.
I don't know if it was called Legion.
Oh, I'm trying to think of the PS4
I'm
games
looking
that
at
are
your
out
games.
there, and I don't think I have
I
it.
can't think of it.
But that sounds like something I would want.
The game itself is boring.
Okay.
But
Did they make a Pac-Man movie?
Oh, probably.
Did
also,
they?
They made
Bioshock.
Pixels.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and they also made Wreck-It Ralph, which has a bunch of
Oh, I
video
love Wreck-It
game
Ralph.
characters in it.
Bioshock Infinite would also make an incredible movie.
Sure, yeah, and that feels a very
and-
different story from the original
Totally.
Bioshocks Up in the Clouds.
And
yeah.
then I think Dishonored would make a really cool movie.
I have tried to get into Dishonored so many times.
Oh,
and
I love Dishonored.
I cannot
I gotta look it up.
finish
I'm sorry.
that stuff.
It's
No,
really
you're
gonna
good.
bother me.
You're good. Turok? Why don't we have a dinosaur hunter movie?
I don't know why, but when you said Turok, I was like, with The Rock.
I most likely The Rock would play
Yep.
Turok. Yeah. I don't know what that one is. From a percentage standpoint, we've probably had way more garbage.
The Order. The Order.
Oh,
1886.
with werewolves.
Was it werewolves?
Yes, that's the main villains. That's what they're facing. And it was a PS4 launch title because it was beautiful, but apparently it's a
yeah.
short game and there's not a lot of
I played it once.
depth
very
to
quickly.
It. Yeah.
The game itself, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's meant to be. It's meant as like those VR like experiences.
yeah.
Third person action adventure video game. Blah, 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 blah.
What if so with the popularity, and John might know this too. We have John on a guest episode to
For,
talk about
for what
this.
it's worth, you'll find The Order probably on sale at GameStop for like $5.
Oh, it's less than
Buy it.
that.
Buy
I
it.
think it's like $2.99.
I really
right
liked
now,
it,
yeah.
but it was like, this is it. I'm glad I bought it for like $8. John,
So
VR.
I was just gonna say, John would probably love a Dark Souls game. I mean, a
Yeah.
movie. But
I think it would be so hard.
But I'm just saying, like, you've got Dark Souls and Bloodborne and like those types.
Ooh, I'd watch a Bloodborne
Well,
movie.
that's what I'm saying is like you could have some cool dark. like,
I prefer the
films
aesthetics
created.
of Bloodborne to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls is very like medieval-y,
It is, yeah. And Bloodborne was like
Victorian
yeah,
Europe,
yeah,
kind of steampunk.
Yeah.
And I guess that's a little bit just more my
Oh,
aesthetic.
that's cool.
But
That's you in a nutshell. If someone was to be like, what's Amanda
Sure.
like?
I like to think like less boob Morticia Adams.
Yeah, you're less boom.
Tank Girl and Morticia Adams had a baby,
I
and
was
that's
just-
me.
That's funny. I was just talking to Ashley about Tank Girl. They're gonna redo that movie.
Really?
Yeah. Who was gonna play Tank Girl? I
It's
just talked
Lori
to you about
Petty
it.
or nothing.
Oh, see, and she didn't even know who Lori Petty was. I had to walk her down memory
She's
lane.
Tank Girl. That's about it.
On Lori Petty. She was also in A League of Their Own as Kit.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yes,
right.
she was.
Um,
Yeah, I can't. I know. Sorry, if you're watching this on YouTube, the entire episode we're just staring at a wall looking at video games.
Ooh, I would love a Fable movie.
That would be cool. It sucked that Lionhead shut down, so
Yeah, you
that would be a
know.
good way to move it. But now that there's nobody garnering excitement for it,
I know.
Margot Robbie.
in what?
Tank Girl.
Oh, in Tank Girl, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I guess. I see it.
Do you like her as Holly? Oh, you never saw Braids of Purr.
Birds of Prey.
Yes.
Also, the Harley Quinn movie because nobody knows what that means
And
apparently.
they had to change it. Yeah, that's really funny.
But yeah, I mean, out of the ones we
Twisted
talked
Metal.
about-
Twisted Metal, the movie. Well, they did make gun cars. They made
gun cars.
Death Race.
I liked it.
Yeah, Death Race is a guilty pleasure too.
Yeah, we yell certain lines at each other all the time.
GTA. They could make a Grand Theft Auto movie. Well, they kind of did. Ryan Reynolds is like in the middle of like a GTA game, basically.
Oh, I've heard of
yeah.
that.
What is that
He
called?
plays like an NPC.
And then all of a sudden he like breaks away from.
Is that out already?
I don't know. He breaks away from whatever his programming
I
is,
know
and
what
then
you're talking about.
realizes that he's in this game, and then starts to take advantage of it.
I
Yeah,
saw a preview for that, and I
yeah.
thought that was really cool.
I'd watch it. Ryan Reynolds.
I'd watch it.
He has the right humor for that type of film
Um,
and movie.
then you have video game movies like that one, like Wreck-It Ralph, that are like about video games
Yeah,
that work. But then you have like Pixels that doesn't.
I purposefully did not see it.
I watched it.
It didn't look.
It's
great.
bad.
It didn't look
It's
great.
bad. I already broke
Yeah.
my rule of watching an Adam Sandler movie,
Sorry.
and I was upset with myself. But for what it's worth,
I
I've heard Uncut
I
Gems is
cried.
really good.
Cried. No, I know. So did I. In
And I'm
fact,
like, where did this idiot come from?
I don't know if he
because
was nominated or what, but
No, he wasn't.
I watch Actors on Actors, which is a new thing put on by I want to say Variety magazine or some, I don't know, but they have two actors sit in a room and they interview each other.
Ooh.
And it's really cool. So it's Brad Pitt interviewing Adam Sandler and vice
Interesting.
versa. So they like ask each other questions, and
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's just like enthralled in Adam Sandler's what's it called? Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
I'm pretty sure.
And he was just like, man, you're like, it's so amazing. And Adam Sandler can't take compliments, so he's just like, oh, thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're
Who
pretty
can
good,
take
too.
a compliment? Like,
But
because
it's
here's what
coming
it is.
from Brad
if you take
Pitt,
a compliment,
dude.
People are like, she's so full of herself.
Yeah, it's funny, and of course Adam Sandler's walking down Brad Pitt's amazing filmography
Yeah.
of everything that he's done. So if you get a chance, watch Actor on Actor. It's really cool.
I will.
It's really cool. Well, I hope that video game movies like
Continue on this trend. of
yeah, I
being
hope
good.
that in the 20s, since that's where we're at now, this is like the new phase where we just did comic book movies in the teens,
Yes.
right? That was like the almost
The Thing.
almost 15 years.
Yep.
So now it'd be cool if this was like video game movies that didn't suck ass. Like for
Yeah.
the next 10 years.
Out of all the ones we talked about,
I would dig it.
are you like the most excited for any one over another one?
I liked that you told me that they were making Halo.
Okay.
I'm stoked about that, but I wonder if it's going to be animated or a fresh story. Like, I want to see the Master Chief story. So I
Yeah.
don't want to see
Somebody
some
else.
random one, even though Halo Reach is my favorite Halo game, and that isn't.
I've
dealing
heard
with-
people like that one. I've never
Yeah,
played Halo.
It's
ever.
different. It's on a separate planet, and they're separate Spartans
Hmm.
trying to get through. And it's it's cool because they're all different in their characters, like, and their armor's not the same, right? It's not like Master Chief in different colors.
Oh.
Which is what it was.
That's what I assumed.
For what if a lot of people watch Red versus Blue?
I was gonna say, like, Red
That's
versus
how they
Blue.
made it work. But in Reach, it's like the armor's different and their sizing's different and what they
Yeah.
do is different. So anyway, that one, I love Uncharted,
Yeah.
but I'm disappointed in everything you told me about Uncharted. So I kind of like. I'll probably watch it no matter what.
Yeah.
I do like Tom Holland, and he probably will make it work. I just, in my head,
It's not
I
Drake.
imagined Nathan Fillion as
Yes!
Drake.
Yes!
Like, that's who should have been him.
I think a
and
lot
they
of people
should have done it
imagined it.
7 years ago and whatever.
Easily.
So, that's kind of where my head's at on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens.
Yeah.
Where can people find us?
Real Awkward Podcast on Instagram and Spotify. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, we have a YouTube channel as well.
Please watch it. And guys, subscribe. It takes like 3 seconds. Just hit the
Maybe
button.
not even that long.
Hit the button. Or if you don't have time to watch us, listen to us on your commute to work on Spotify. New
Yes.
episodes every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Check it. Boom. All
Yeah,
right.
well-
We'll see him next time.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye guys.